We ready to roll?
Broadcasting live from the internet, it's Tuesday night, and this is the Panels on Pages podcast.
Big boys playing with big toys.
This is quality content.
The boomers are into it.
Hey man, I just show up.
With your hosts, Lee Rodriguez.
I am a visionary. Like, oh, you have a podcast? I'm like, no, that's not me. That's somebody else.
Jason Nyes.
Yeah, sure. I'm not getting any vegetables in my diet. I'm just a thick boy.
Jose Guzman.
Is Jose on the show tonight?
He says he's coming.
It's like Elton John all over again, just minus the death threats.
Kelly Harris.
Reach your hand in your pants there, big boy. That's not me. I don't sound like that anymore.
And our good buddy Mahoney.
Hey, Mahoney's here. What's up, Mahoney?
We can do just glorious, wonderful things on our phones, people.
No one's ever done anything like this before.
It's gonna be massive.
It's going to be great. I mean, obviously, I think it'll be great.
And it's all killer, no filler.
My seat's on fire! Your take's so hot!
Come on. It's so good.
It's pretty good. It's there. It's reliable. You know what you're getting every single time.
Man, I'm so glad you found us.
You're all terrible people, and I'm glad you're my friend.
Put that in the intro.
That's really funny.
Over 500 episodes, and you'd think they'd have the hang of it by now.
It seems like the concept that would run its course very quickly. Oh, shit. Gadzooks. We are back. We scaled the mountain. We slayed the Minotaur. And it's fucking time for a show.
You really got to make sure you're speaking to that mic, Lee, because we can't adjust your audio at all.
Can't adjust half a goddamn thing.
Make sure you're right up on it.
Today is Tuesday, February 1st, 2022, and this is episode number 585. Panels on Pages podcast. I'm your host, the Lord Reverend Lee Rodriguez. Joining me tonight, we have Mr. Jason Nyes.
Let me do an impression of how Lee sounds when he's doing the intro to the podcast.
Let me do an impression of Jason Nyes 45 minutes ago. Fuck it, show's over. We're done. No more podcasts.
Oh, yeah.
It's been a night, y'all. Jose Guzman's here. What's up, Jose? Hey, Kelly.
You know, a great woman once said, I'll piss on you, piece of shit.
Is Lee talking?
Stop it. Stop it. And our good buddy Mahoney is here. What's up, Mahoney?
I'm not well enough for this. Not going to survive it. Ugh.
Oh my god. So, it's been a few weeks. What's been going on? We're about an hour late. It's been a long month. We're about an hour late starting the show because despite doing this shit for like 10 years, you'd be amazed how easy it is to throw a fucking monkey wrench into the whole goddamn thing.
Actually, we're only 35 minutes late because I scheduled the podcast for 10:15 tonight.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
Holy shit, Lee is really loud all of a sudden.
Well,
I'm on the microphone
With the
like a
mic.
dick. I'm trying to find a happy medium.
Is he really talking?
Okay. Oh my god. It's not like somebody's had their COVID medication. Oh, holy shit.
The lack of Jose laughing makes me think he's not doing a bit.
I'm not doing a bit. I don't hear Lee.
For real?
Yeah, no, for real. I hear everyone but Lee.
Come on!
I'm not joking.
How did we fix that problem when it was Mahoney?
I had to leave and come back.
Yeah.
So
I'm not
Lee
joking.
has to leave
I
and
do
come
not
back.
hear Lee. I thought you
gotta
fuckers were
leave
doing
and
the
come
bit.
back.
No.
I wasn't fucking joking.
So leave and come back, and it should be
All right,
fine.
I'll be back.
Should be okay.
No, not Jose. Lee, you gotta leave.
Oh, okay. I'll leave and come back then. Fuck. I'm just gonna...
Let's all leave.
I'll be right back.
Welcome to the last episode of the podcast.
I'm going to send Jose and Lee a link to Google Meet.
Ugh.
So I'm gonna take over Lee's duties right now. Mahoney, you don't sound great. What's up?
I don't sound great, Kelly. I had the flu. I have pneumonia.
Wait, you had the flu and pneumonia?
Yeah, I had the flu.
You had
and then
pneumonia?
pneumonia. Pneumonia.
All right.
Okay, so can we all hear each other?
I think
Yes.
so.
Yes.
Okay.
Now I do. Yeah. When I popped
right.
back in, I saw Lee's picture. I saw his pretty face. So I was hoping I'd hear his audio. As you were with
It's
your
just weird
stories,
that
sir.
Kelly's moaning so much. So yeah, I've been sick for going on a solid month. Basically, every day we haven't been on the podcast, I've been sick. And you know, I'm getting there. I feel probably 80%, so
Okay.
it's pretty good.
Hey, at least you don't have COVID, right?
Yeah.
You know,
That's
like,
right. I did not get COVID.
No matter what you get sick with, like no matter how shitty you feel, you're like, don't have COVID. So I guess there's
Yep.
that. You know?
What are the chances, though, you dodge COVID for 2 years and get pneumonia
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
And
wild.
the flu. Yeah, that's,
and the flu?
It was
Is
really
this the first
something.
time you've been sick since this all started?
Pretty much. I mean, I've had like, you know, minor cold, but
Okay.
it's the first like sick. Like I would like put the kids to bed, like Will. I'd put him to bed, and then I'd be like, "Okay, good night. It's 7:45. I'll see you in the morning."
Jesus.
So I was wiped. Lots of showers. Try to steam all the
Tell me what's
disgusting
new.
out of me.
Yeah, like dream
Like
fucking sick vacation for Mahoney.
Yeah. So lots of sleeping, lots of showers. It was good. I watched
Lots of seasons.
so many things. I wrote down a list today because I was like, I will not be able to remember all the things I watched. This is all of the things I have watched since the last time we did a podcast. I went back, found The Witcher, which was the last thing I talked about on the show. And since The Witcher, I have watched all 4 seasons of Yellowstone. The Yellowstone prequel, 1883.
Hey, boo boo.
Yellowstone's the big dad show.
It's really good. I really
Dads
enjoyed
love
it.
Yellowstone.
Dads do, but let me tell you, as a dad, it was really good. I think there's a lot to like there.
Yeah, we started it. It from what we saw, it was pretty good.
Yeah, very very good. Season 2 of Lock and Key. The entire Mayor of Kingstown show.
That's a good show.
The
I don't even
entire
know what that
MacGruber
is.
show.
What was that last
I
one?
was a mayor.
MacGruber. However you say it.
MacGruber.
What's that?
No, you say it like this. MacGruber!
Yeah,
that-
I watched
is
all of
actually
that. All 4 seasons of Ozark.
No.
The Ozarks.
The whole 4th season out? 'Cause they were releasing it in like.
Oh
2
well,
waves.
part one.
Okay,
It's,
okay.
but it's like 8 episodes or something. So
Yeah,
it's
that's the
basically-
thing. Like your average season of Ozark is like 10 episodes,
Yeah,
and so then they're like, okay, Ozark's coming back for one final season. Like, oh shit, cool. They're like, it's gonna be in 2 parts with 8 episodes each. And
yeah.
you're like, that sure sounds an awful lot like 2 seasons, but okay. what have you got to say? All right.
So that was strange.
Sounds like somebody had a contract negotiation. They're like, I'm only doing 4 seasons.
Yeah.
Right.
And they're like, well,
Mm-hmm.
Funny you say that because season 4, 2 parts.
it's in 2 parts.
Very well.
Season.
That actually would make a lot of sense.
Shove your contract up your hooter.
All right, so then I watched all 4 Twilight movies and that Home Team movie that Jose clued me in on, which is about what's his face, the St. Louis,
Sean Payton.
It was New Orleans.
New Orleans Saints coach Sean Payton, who got suspended from the NFL and coaches his kids' high school football team. And that was really good. I enjoyed that.
If I was Sean Payton and they cast Kevin James to play me, I would be pissed. But then again, if I saw myself on TV and I saw the tits that I've been growing lately, I'd understand.
It was wild because I had no idea that was a real movie. So I see, she's like, oh, it's Happy Madison. And I see it starts up with the actual like Super Bowl footage when the Saints beat
Colts.
the Colts. And then I see him on the sideline, and I was like, oh, okay, so this must be like a joke. Like, it's like he plays the coach, and then I see is like, oh, no, he's like the Saints coach. And then they're calling him Sean Payton. I'm like, what the fuck is this thing?
Yeah. You said Sharon or No Names and I were watching the
Shit, did I say your
new
name?
Netflix movie with it's Kevin James, but it's like the Saints when the guy got suspended, and I'm like, oh, okay. And then I'm watching it and I'm like, oh no, it's legitimately about that like person. Like, I thought you were just telling me it was like a scenario similar to what happened in the
it
real
was
world,
like
not
the
an
story.
actual movie about the real thing.
Yeah, it blew my fucking mind when I saw like,
Yeah.
because I'm waiting for the joke. I'm waiting for, the joke, but it's like, no, they're playing this serious. It's like, I think this is real. I think he's really playing Sean Payton.
Is the movie like a comedy?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was good. I enjoyed it.
And for those of you that aren't big sports fans, Sean Payton, the coach of the New Orleans Saints, was suspended for a year, correct?
Yep.
Because
I think it was 2. He may have appealed and got it to 1. Maybe.
the coaches of the New Orleans Saints developed a bounty system for their players where if they hit certain guys or injured certain guys, they would get bonuses.
Oh, they went into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they went into it.
So,
Oh my god!
so they thought, you know what? This is a heartwarming tale. Let's do a movie about it with Kevin James.
God.
Too much. They definitely were like bounty gate, and then at one point the kid was like, "Hey, did you really do that?" And he was like, "It's complicated, man." And he was like, "Yeah, but like, did you do it?" And he was like, "I'm the guy in charge, so like it all stops with me. Like it's complicated." And, like, that's how they really like touched on with it.
Yeah, imagine
This
if
little league kid is like, so yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
imagine after OJ killed those people, he coached his child's Pee Wee football team, and then they made a heartwarming Happy Madison movie about it.
Well, the weirdest part about that would be that it was actually his child who did those murders.
Right, true.
That's fucking wild.
Yeah.
What, did OJ's kid kill them?
I mean,
Blew
just,
my mind.
based upon my incredibly limited knowledge of this scenario, it sounds like they made a movie about the villain of the story.
That's why I'm saying, like, I'm waiting
Pretty
for
much.
the joke to happen. And I'm like, oh no, the joke is this is
Crazy.
real.
Damn.
I will.
All right.
You don't really need to like football to enjoy it. It was a fun time. It had some good moments where it's. I don't want to ruin any of it for you, but it was a good time.
Does he fart at all?
No, but so Rob Schneider's in it as like his ex-wife's new husband, and he makes the kids these like kale logs. He calls them like super bars or something. And he's like, "Hey man, can I feed all of the kids super bar?" And he's like, "I don't give a shit. Like, do whatever you want to do. Like, sure." And he gives them all of those, and then they all just—it's 10 seconds left in the game, and they all start throwing up. And the ref is like, "We gotta call this." And he's like, "You're not fucking calling this game. Like, we're playing this game." And like the kids he like takes the hand off of the ball and he's running, and all the other team comes to tackle him, and he starts throwing up, and they're all like, "Oh God!" Like back up off of him, and like nobody can touch anybody because everybody's throwing up on the field. And then the ref's trying to blow the whistle, but he's throwing up. Like everybody on that field's throwing up.
Nice.
It was a good time.
So who am I supposed to root for in this movie?
the
kids.
Kevin James and the kids. yeah.
Oh, okay, okay.
Like the kid who kicks the field goals like gets embarrassed because this girl he likes is in the thing every time. He can't kick it. Every time he kicks it directly into the kid in front of him's ass. Every time the kid is like, "Oh, my butthole!" Like, so it's good.
It teaches the kid to
All
grow through a bounty system.
Yeah.
Yeah. Suspended from the NFL for endangering other players, and the Pee Wee football team's like, "Yeah, come on, let's do this.
Yeah.
Sign this guy up." This is a huge get for us.
That was what I watched right after I finished Twilight, and the werewolf kid is in the football movie. So.
Oh. Really?
Yeah.
Is he trying to fuck a baby in that one?
No, he's not. Although maybe.
Is Sean Payton the guy that I photoshopped Grover over?
I'm trying to think because you photoshopped Grover over a lot of people.
Yeah, we have photoshopped Grover over a lot of people.
But didn't like some football man retire?
There was some football man.
Was it not Sean Payton?
I think he did retire this year.
Okay, so I made him Grover because kids, I don't know if you know, but Grover memes are the new hotness. You just take a picture of someone and then you use your fingers to paint a little Grover over their face.
Yep.
And there you go. That's a
all
Grover
the kids
meme.
are doing it.
Yep. Love a good
Tell your
Grover.
parents.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
if you
out
know
here
what the
turning
fuck you're
people into
doing.
Grover. All of them.
Here we go. Supreme Court nominee Grover is a sex pest.
Yeah, there he is.
Oh, was that actually Sean Payton?
I think so.
I think it was.
Wow.
What about this one?
Not the sex pest. He's just a bounty
Great
pest.
one.
We don't want to get sued for slander.
And then, have you guys seen the new Riddler for the Batman movie?
He's got to wear those glasses.
The fact that they put the Riddler in a gimp mask, but took it off of his ears so that he could still wear his glasses.
I like it.
So fucking weird.
It's silly superhero shit. I like it.
Ugh.
I like
Yeah,
the
it's like-
idea that someone was saying he takes off the gimp suit and then it's just the Jim Carrey suit underneath.
Fucking phenomenal. Yeah, so how about some Twilight movies, Mahoney?
Oh, they were
I gotta
really
tell you,
boring.
I'm surprised there were only 4 of those. Maybe I'm confusing those with
I'll tell you what.
Hunger Games.
They
Right,
were
yeah.
real
Books.
fast.
Yeah, 3
Real
books, and then
fast.
they did the second book, the last book into 2 movies, like they like to do.
Yeah.
Movies.
Tell Jose about how that werewolf wants to fuck a baby.
He definitely wanted to fuck that baby.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I remember when that happened in the movie. Like, I had to pause it, and I'm like, "Wait, is what I think happening?
pretty
Is
much.
that what's happening? Like, oh, what the fuck?" Like,
It was very strange. So, like, the movies went very quick. I was hoping for, like, fun bad, but they were not really fun bad. They were
No,
just
they're just
boring
bland.
bad. Yeah,
Yeah.
they were just bland. There was really nothing of interest to me. But so there's the werewolf kid. They spend a lot of time talking about this concept of imprinting, and they're like all like the wolves that have not imprinted are like sad because the other wolves who have imprinted are like so in love with each other, and like they're like laying all over each other on this beach, while the non-imprinted wolves are like, man, like
all the fucking virgins.
yeah, like
Lame-ass
I wish I could
werewolf
find
virgins.
somebody to imprint with, you know? And then out of the blue, like 30 minutes later, this, you know, teenage boy imprints on the baby and is like, you wolves can't kill this baby anymore because I imprinted on her. And that's the number 1 wolf law. Can't kill somebody I imprinted on. And they're like, well, shit, guess we gotta just go home. And then everybody's like, wait a minute, wait just a second. Are you fucking in love with this baby? Like, are you trying to fuck this baby? And he's like, no, man, no, it's not like that. It's basically just that I am gonna be in love with this baby. And they're like, all right. I mean, you know, that's
It's
fine.
By law.
If that wasn't weird enough, this werewolf boy was the one who was like in the love triangle with Bella and Edward.
Oh,
and
yeah.
and this is Bella and Edward's baby. So he's like, well, you know,
Can't fuck either of you.
Well,
Next best thing.
then, well, see, nice. Then he was like, turns out, I didn't give 2 shits about you, Bella. I was in love with your unborn baby. So that's
So he
what
just
was
knew
going
it,
on there.
he knew it was in there, and he's just like,
Yeah, he was just
Like
waiting
on a
for that egg to be
subconscious level.
fertilized. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
And then it's like,
Oh.
look, like and he's like, look, like not now, right? Like not today, but I'm gonna fuck that baby.
I'm gonna fuck the shit out of that baby.
Put that in the intro.
Probably doggy style, because I'm a wolf.
Well, I'm glad we got all of our audio settings fixed because we've been fucking canceled.
Like, and you know, and they don't really talk about imagine being that baby, right? And then, you know,
That's grooming. That's what that's called.
Yeah.
yeah, and like you're growing up and you're like, hey, is Uncle Jacob gonna just like fucking always be around? And your mom and dad are both like, well, I mean, kind of.
Yeah, totally.
It's the one wolf law. I don't know what to tell you.
Right around on his back. So when Bella got pregnant with the baby was like drinking her blood or something. They made that chick look like a legitimate AIDS patient. Like, she looked absolutely horrible for an entire movie. An entire movie of Kristen Stewart looking like she was legitimately dying. It was like, what is the purpose here? And then
It's
when the
very
baby
strange.
was coming out, she was like full on dying. So the vampire did a C-section with his mouth, and that's how they got the baby out.
Called a V section.
Yes, I think it might have been.
But like,
Is-
you know, it kind of sounds cool when you say it that way, but it was really boring.
Yeah, that's all of the stuff I just described is about maybe 2.5 minutes out of 4 movies.
Isn't there a chunk in like the last movie where a bunch of people get their heads chopped off and thrown in a volcano or something?
Not in a volcano, but yeah, a lot of people. So this is the problem with the last movie. The last movie is this big like fight between like the like royalty vampires from Italy and like all of the characters, all of the good guys. Because the
we
baby
coming to
was
fight
born,
you.
and they're like, we don't want that baby to be alive. And then they're like, well, we do want this baby to be alive. And they're
Yeah,
like,
this
well,
dude's
then
gonna fuck him
we
later.
will fight. And so the good guys go. The good guys are like, let's just get a bunch of. They're like, let's get a bunch of people and fight. And then they're like, nah, man. There's no way we'll win. And they're like, yeah, you're right. Okay. Instead, we'll get a bunch of people who can explain that our baby is not worth killing. And when the royalty vampires hear that our baby shouldn't be killed, they'll just be like, oh, okay. And they just won't do it. So they go and they gather up so many fucking people. Just every minute of that movie is like, hi, my name's so-and-so. I'm from whatever random country. And you're just like, who are we? Like, how am I supposed to keep track of any of these people?
Oh,
now
so
there's,
it's
like, 50
Eternals.
people. Essentially. There's like 50 people on the good guy side. And the Italian vampires are coming at sunset or whatever. And somebody else, like somebody rolls into the house and is like, hey man, what's the plan? And they're like, oh, we're going to talk to them and tell them that they shouldn't kill the baby. And they're like, nah, that's not going to work. Let's just fight them. And they're like, all right, we'll just fight them. I'm like, that's it? That's the end of that plan? Like, you didn't even try? And like, you already said you couldn't fight them. So the whole fucking point was to gather up all these witnesses. And then they were like, whatever, let's just fight. So then they all just fought in the field. And they beat them with, like, no problem at all.
Of course.
So, it was
Because they had the power of the God of War.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not very good,
No.
and
they're
not
really
in a, you know, and not in a it's cool to hate on them kind of way. It's just not very good.
Yeah, it was just boring. A
Yeah,
couple of scenes here and there that were fun, like the vampire C-section, but other than that, it's like, why am I bothering with this?
and I do like that the vampire kids have a big thing on their wall of like all their mortarboards from where they graduated at all the high schools overall. That's kind of a neat
Yeah.
bit. That's kind of cool. Like, but you know, it's the kind of thing that's like I would just at some point be like, I'm not gonna fucking do this anymore. No, I'm not going back to 11th grade. You can fuck.
Yeah, why
yourself.
would you keep going
Yeah.
to school?
'Cause you
It
gotta-
is very weird how they're like, well, I have to go to school because I don't exactly know why. Like, you could just not,
Yeah.
and no one would ask.
Yeah, not like you're a real person with a social security number or something. Like you can just
Right,
kind of
exactly.
do whatever. Like, you know, the truancy board isn't going to come for your vampire ass.
Right. No one's doing a wellness check on you. You don't have to go to science class.
Very odd.
I keep getting older. The girls stay the same age. All right, all right, all
About
right.
as real as it gets.
The
Ridiculous.
first movie was very much a lesson in, like, toxic relationships, where he would be, like, straight up rude to her and be like, I shouldn't talk to you because I'm too much in love with you. And she'd be like, I can change. to make you love me better. It's like, don't do any of that. Like, stop talking to that man.
Know your worth.
Yeah. So yeah, if you're gonna watch anything, choose between The Ozarks and Yellowstone.
What about Book of Boba Fett?
Oh, I'm caught up on all of that stuff too.
It sounded like you said Book of Gorbachev.
Book of Boba Fett?
I got a couple Boba Fett's to watch.
Oh no.
All caught up on the Peacemaker's though.
Oh, fuck yeah, Peacemaker.
I'm only on the second episode.
I love Book of Boba Fett, but I look more forward to Peacemaker.
Yeah.
It's just so fucking fun.
I laugh out loud.
Yeah. And it seems like everyone in Peacemaker is clearly having a fucking ball. And, and yet it really carries over. It's fucking great. So much fun.
We have realized that the lady has a very sweet spot for physical humor. Spots where people get hurt. Like, I've never heard more laughter from her than I've shown her a clip where, like, somebody trips and falls.
Oh, so she must have loved it when Peacemaker just eats shit, jumping from balcony to balcony over and over again.
Yes. She almost pissed her pants. She could not stop. The one where he finally makes it and but like he slips on the whatever oil or whatever was on the roof. She almost died, and she was like, "We're gonna have to rewind that." Little sicko over there.
So good.
John Cena
And
is
you've
such a
seen
fucking
one?
freak, man. Like,
You know, when he first started to try and be an actor, I was like, this ain't gonna work out for you, John. But man, he's doing it.
Yep.
He's doing the damn thing. How many different commercials is he in nowadays?
oh god.
It's like every other commercial.
Him and Shaq have a fucking.
Yeah, I'm about to say it's Shaq and John Cena in every commercial.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking good for that
Well,
guy.
if you got a chance to put Vin Diesel's brother in your commercial, you gotta take it.
Family. Peacemaker.
Last time we did a popcast, I was complaining about CGI huts, and then the fucking next week they came correct with a practical Rancor
Practical Rancor with Space Machete.
and just fucking rubbed it in my face. Like, look what we can do, but
we
not
ain't
on the
doing it
huts.
For the huts.
Yeah.
They just look like they smell too bad. We can't make them, or else they smell too bad.
Well, I mean, that was a big problem with the Jabba puppet from Return of the Jedi, is it stunk.
Oh, I
Really?
bet.
Really?
Yeah, because there were 3 dudes inside of it, 2 regular-sized dudes
Oh,
and a little person, and it's all foam rubber, so it's like a sponge.
Oh,
Well,
that sounds
Okay.
horrendous.
Soaking it up.
But you could do that. You could do a hut puppet head easier than they did back then, and then just CGI the rest.
Yeah.
We were watching Return of the Jedi on TNT last night, and one thing that I noted watching all the Jabba scenes, it's like none of the CGI huts ever look like they're wet, and Jabba the Hutt is always wet,
Always wet.
gooey, wet,
Slobbery.
just spitting, pissing, shitting on himself.
that's how
Talk
they
about-
express excitement on TikTok these days, Nice.
So talking about the little person in the Jabba suit reminds me that apparently
no.
my Google feed wants me to know everything about this Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs movie that's coming out, and like all the varying opinions on it. And
Okay, you gotta set a base level for us.
yeah, so I didn't know it was a thing until I saw this thing on my Google News about Peter Dinklage on the Mark Maron podcast being like, hey, this is, what like, I can't believe they're doing Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs again. They have a Latina Snow White. That's awesome, but we're going back and doing these dwarf stereotypes, which is kind of interesting because, like, no one's seen the movie, so you don't know what they're doing with the dwarves, but okay. And so people start talking about that, and so you had, like, dwarf rights people coming out of the woodwork saying, yeah, this is fucked up about dwarves. Apparently had a whole bunch of white people.
You can't say coming out of the woodwork, Lee.
Can I not? Is that not a thing you can do?
Falling out of trees. out of flowers.
Tipping over out of
Popping
mining
out of little
carts.
birds.
Popping their heads out of holes in the ground.
And I guess a lot of white people are mad because Snow White's going to be brown, which is kind of weird.
This movie's like, let's just see how many people we can piss off. Let's do it.
And then I saw today, like, this guy, he's in a ton of stuff, his Dwarf Factory. He's like, hey, Peter Dinklage needs to shut the fuck up. You just put 7 of us out of work. And I'm like, oh, shit, that's right.
Oh, he's not even in it. He's just bitching about it.
Yeah, right.
Because he didn't get the role.
Well, he's not in it because he won't.
Lee. Is the actor you're talking about Hornswoggle from the WWE? Because he was just on Fox News talking about this the other night.
Oh, maybe. I don't know.
What
Could
the
be.
fuck, Hornswoggle?
Hey, you take a gig where you could get it.
Yeah, but don't show up on Fox News to talk about it.
Yeah, fuck. Yeah, because they're probably putting it a different way. See, I think that I think I may have mentioned this to you guys in the chat. I think that this whole Snow White thing is going to be smoke and mirrors, because when
Mirrors.
I saw that, a bunch of mirrors, right? Smoky mirrors. I saw the young lady from West Side Story. I think she played Maria. She's going to be Snow White. And I'm like, that's kind of weird. Like, I didn't get open arms about it, but it's like, like, the reason they call her Snow White is because she's like this, like the queen of all honkies. Like,
right.
She's so white. She's like the whitest white that ever whited. So we got to name her Snow White. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's kind of weird. So they're going to be like, I don't know. Why do you call her Snow White? Oh, she got real pretty teeth, I guess. I don't know. Or I think they're going to put this nice young lady in some awesome white face and just fuck up everybody.
No.
I think it would be
Do it.
hilarious. All this fucking press, and the movie comes out, and everyone's like, "Oh God,
What do we do with this?
Disney just going hard." Like, you know what? Fuck it. They want a white girl. We'll give them the weirdest white girl in the world. I would applaud the choice because it would be hilarious.
Like
Fucking
the Williams
hysterical.
brothers.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah, that was the thing they did. That's right. They did do that. Oh, there was a reality show that Ice Cube produced for FX back in the day called Black White. They took a black family and put them all in whiteface, and took a white family and put them all in blackface, and had them like live in each other's worlds, and it was very uncomfortable.
What on
Yeah, that's a
earth?
real thing. They really did that. They brought in like expert makeup and hairstylists and whatever, and they swapped them around, and it was really awkward because the white dude in particular did not know how to be a black dude. It was very, very uncomfortable. Like, I cannot believe they put this on television.
Yikes.
Fucking nuts.
So I just found this explanation of why she's called Snow White. And you're partially right there, Lee. It's interesting. Let me send you the link real quick. So Snow White's real name is Snow White. In the original story made by the Brothers Grimm, they describe how the child came to have that name. They say that the queen was sewing on a snowy day. She sat close to a black window frame while she sewed. After she pricked her finger on the needle, a bit of blood dropped in the snow. The queen came to like the contrasting colors of red and white and black. In the story, she said, "If only I had a child as white as snow, with lips as red as blood, and hair as black as the wood in this frame."
Oh.
Although the Brothers Grimm didn't actually give an actual physical description of Snow White, many believe that her skin is as white as snow, her lips as red as blood, and her hair is as black as the window frame.
Yeah, that's why I remembered it. Yeah,
And that's
I assumed
the
that was
design Disney went with.
So now she's going to be baking cookies. See some brown sugar. I wish I had a daughter as brown as this sugar with lips as red as blood.
I don't know. I just feel like if you have a real strong opinion about that one way or the other, you're probably a piece of shit.
Yeah, you're right. But
I mean,
with
it's like, come on.
with all of the race swapping they've been doing with legacy characters over the past 10, 15 years, that's one that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Whereas, like, in your heart of hearts, you don't give a shit if Snow White is white, black, Hispanic, Asian, Hindi, whatever. But just reading her name out, it's like, oh, this is why. And they went and cast Maria from West Side Story.
It's like, like Tony Stark can be played by a black actor, but like Black Panther cannot.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like it's one of those kind of deals. Like, all right, whatever. Who the fuck cares? It doesn't matter. Oh shit! While we were off, I finished all the Resident Evil games. That was a big deal. So now I have that fucking zombie dragon off my back because
Nice.
I was real sick of him by the time it was all done. It's like, come on, let's get through this shit. And now I'm playing that Guardians of the Galaxy game, and it's pretty fucking fun too.
That's what I'm
Nice.
hearing.
How do they incorporate, like, I know it's not the movie Guardians of the Galaxy, but that's the Guardians of the Galaxy everybody knows. So they've got to incorporate music into the game somehow, right?
That's the kind of wild thing. Like the game has like a dope soundtrack. Like the Milano has like a music player you can play songs, and they're real ass songs, plus a bunch of songs by a fictional band called Star-Lord that Quill liked as a kid, and that's where he got his name from.
All right.
And like if you you control Quill like primarily, but while you're in battle, you can hit a button and command the Guardians to do their like special moves and shit like that. And if you do enough of them, there's a huddle up thing. He says, "Yeah, huddle up." They all come in, whatever, and he gives like you kind of choose what he says, and if you do it right, they all get like a buff or whatever. And he fucking hits a button on his tape player and pipes in, "We Want It Loud" by Kiss or some shit. It's pretty cool. During the last part of the fight, it's pretty wild. But you kind of mentioned something that I was thinking about because I was playing this, and then Jax wanted to watch the movie. He hadn't seen it before, and we're watching the Guardians movie, which. Fuck, that movie holds up. Very, very good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But, like, I can't think of another time where the movie completely changed the game and altered every facet of, like, that version of the characters. Because, like, to the point to where they redid Star-Lord's origin in the comics to be, he got kidnapped by or like, he ended up on Yondu's ship or some shit at a young age. Like, they rewrote the whole fucking thing. Like, the movies completely rewrote the characters in every medium. It's kind of nuts. It's a testament to like how strong that movie is.
Yeah. The only thing I would say that's close to that is Iron Man. Purely in just that it was retconned to being Iron Man was always the super important character that everyone always loved. When that was not the case.
It didn't last, and like I guess the Guardians definitely seems to have lasted longer, but like those 2000 X-Men movies. Remember then they were all in leather.
Yeah.
Well, right, and they did the.
But like they were all in leather, but they were still the X-Men from the comics.
True.
You know what I mean? Like they didn't go back and
retell the origin.
Yeah.
They were still all the characters that had been there before. They just all wore leather now. It wasn't like the X-Men is now just these 5 ones from the movie. Right. Exactly. Kind of nuts. But that movie's fucking solid, you guys. It's worth it.
Yeah.
Did you know, Lee, there's an alternate music for that game?
No.
You can change it in the
there's a
settings
Guardians 2?
to play unlicensed music if you're like streaming the game, so you
Oh
don't
my
get
god, that's
taken
so
down.
fucking lame.
But
God,
apparently
that's lame.
the alternate soundtrack is actually really good too.
Play your fucking games. No one wants to watch you play your fucking games, you dorks.
No, apparently a lot of people want to watch people play their games.
I
But
wasn't saying
also
that.
catch us on Twitch every so
Yeah.
often.
Yeah, I mean, nobody wants to watch us besides Darwin,
We're
but,
doing.
you know.
So weird. That's a thing I'll never understand. Fuck. Only other thing I had on my list was to talk about was we have been working on finishing the deck around our hot tub in the backyard.
Big Deck Lee.
Big Deck Lee. Working on that, and so my dad, my brother were over here, and we were working on it. Dad's phone rings, and it's my uncle, his brother Jesse. He throws it up on speakers. What's going on? I go, yeah, we're over here. We're we're working on this deck, whatever. My uncle Jesse says, cool. So who's there? He's like, it's me and Lee and Jonathan. It's cool. Let me ask you guys something. It's like, am I an asshole? And dad goes, yeah, but we all are, so it's okay. And Jesse goes, no, I knew you guys were assholes, but I didn't know that I was an asshole. And so Dad's like, did you just think you skipped the asshole gene somehow? Like, what the hell? What brought this on? And I was like, yeah, so he works at a car assembly plant. He's like the lead of like the paint section at this massive car plant, which I will not get the name of. And so
Tesla.
he's in there talking. Yeah, sure.
Bugatti.
And he's talking to a guy, and one of the guys in the scene comes up, and he happens to be like a big dude, like a real big guy. And it's like, hey, what do you need me to do? And he goes, go over there and check this car out, whatever, and make sure that this is all good. And the guy's like, what if it's not ready yet? What should I do then? And he just says, I don't give a shit. Do some jumping jacks, whatever you want to do. Just go do it. And the guy scuttles away. And the guy that he was talking to was like, I can't believe you just said that. And he goes, what do you mean? He goes, you just told that guy to go do jumping jacks. He's like, yeah, I don't give a fuck. Whatever he wants to do is fine. And he's like, you told that guy to do jumping jacks. He goes, honestly, it's like, I didn't know that I said it. If you said I said it, I believe you. But like, I don't know. Like, I didn't say it because he's fat. I said it because I didn't give a shit. And that's when the guy's like, God, you're a real asshole. And it blew his mind. Like, he had no idea. He had to call and verify. Fucking awesome.
Breaking news, I did not realize, but today is the 30th birthday of Image Comics.
Oh,
How about that shit?
Oh.
well, we're old.
Come along.
Old as fuck.
We're so
So
old, guys.
Image is only 2 weeks older than me.
Well, look at that.
Some of us are old.
Yeah, old enough.
I'll be old in
Fucking
2
nonsense.
weeks.
You little baby.
You'll know old
Some
when you're
bitch.
walking up the stairs and you can hear your knees grinding in your ears. That's a fun feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
When you stand up and your knees pop
Tell
and
me
you
when
go,
you
did you
realize-
hear that?
Dude, stairs are out of the question. I am not living anywhere with stairs.
Yeah.
I don't
Every
give a
time you
shit.
step, Kelly, you'll just scream in agony.
Yeah.
Why are you using us like this?
And then you'll dislocate your shoulder dragging yourself around.
Oh God.
Bound to happen.
Oh, God.
When I got my pneumonia today, I was like, this is probably what'll kill me. Some sort of respiratory disease. Not, soon, but like when I'm old.
Yeah, I had the realization recently that COVID's not going anywhere. So I'm most likely, maybe not now, maybe not tomorrow, but I'm probably going to die of COVID.
Oh God.
I mean, yeah, maybe.
It could be 20, 30 years from now.
Right.
Well, I don't like this
I'll
at
tell you
all.
what, I feel like, especially our generation, like maybe some kid who's not born yet can die of COVID at old age, but like no, I'll go get hit by a train before I
Right.
take me out.
I'll show you COVID. I'm going to die of heart disease first.
You go ahead and give it a shot. I'll kill you first.
Staring at the COVID. Only one of us is making it out of here, okay?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
The COVID cloud floats out of you as after you get hit by the bus, and it goes, "God, you fucker!
Fuck your mom, shit lips.
Oh, fuck your mom now, shit lips."
Said I win. Autopsy lives on forever.
Oh, God. What you got going on, Jose? Been awful quiet.
Well, that's because I didn't hear you.
All it took was a train. Now we got COVID-20.
I mean, we should be on to COVID-22 at this point, right?
Yeah.
Am I right? Picked up
All because Lee had to tell those women he wanted them to get sick.
What?
Out in front of the Nintendo store.
Yeah, Lee, remember when you created COVID?
Oh, yeah.
This man created COVID.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. That's the only thing that I said. I certainly said that.
Sorry to interrupt, Jose, but Lee created COVID.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we need the people to know. Sorry, Jose.
breaking news.
Real glad that's still around.
COVID?
No, the
Can't
fact
say
that I
I
created
agree,
it.
Lee.
Stop it!
Bold take. Lee Rodriguez, pro COVID.
Lee's crumpling up a piece of paper to throw at you.
You feel that, motherfucker. Threw that shit hard.
He's gonna throw it out the window, and all of a sudden it'll come behind you and hit you in the back of the head.
I would be so amazed.
Just
I
like
wouldn't be
Homelander.
mad. Yeah.
So, Jose,
Hey guys.
what's up? What have you been doing?
Checking out fucking planes that was upside down in a ditch on the side of the highway. That
Oh
was
my
pretty
God.
That's not
Interesting.
where I expected you to go first, but it tracks. It happened.
It did happen. We're driving back from a gig I picked up in Gainesville. See that, just traffic's shit. Trying to wonder why. Next thing you know, we see a plane upside down in the ditch on the side of the highway.
I assume this was a little like twin engine.
Yeah, like one of those little private
Mhm.
planes.
And did anybody check on the whereabouts of Harrison Ford?
Yeah.
Fucking got him.
I don't get why I don't understand. I don't understand why they were that close.
How'd you get your plane upside down, Jose says.
How'd you do this on the side of the road? Like, why are you this close to the side of the road?
Well, he was probably landing and aiming for the middle of the road.
Well, spoiler alert. If he was aiming for the ditch, he hit it.
This is part of the reason Jose asserts that it's very possible that COVID came from a lab, because people fuck up at their job all the time. This guy got his plane upside down. You're telling me somebody's not going to leak a virus out of the lab?
I read a pretty crazy article about that the other day. That's like some legitimate scientists are like, there's not that it was engineered.
Yeah,
that
I never said it was
came from a
engineered.
lab. Like, I guess like 2 blocks from the market where it supposedly came from is like this Institute for Virology, and
Yeah.
like one of the main things they study there is coronaviruses, specifically coronaviruses in bats.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, it's nuts. And they talked about this process that they do in these labs where it's like they take a virus and they use, I think they said like ferrets. So they shoot a bunch of this, bird virus at a ferret. Like nothing happens. Okay. And then they do it again and then do it again, do it again. And eventually if the ferret gets sick, they're like, cool. Then the ferret can get this bird virus. So let's keep this and then we'll do it for some other shit. So like they just try to make it like it's not engineering that much. It's like unnatural selection. So you're like it could happen in the wild, but typically doesn't because there's not that kind of exposure over and over again. And I'm like, that sounds plausible-ish, I guess. And then they're like, yeah, one of the hardest things to verify this as being true or not. It's the Chinese government's like, can't come over here. They're like, like we just want to check and see if nope. Nope, can't do it. Sorry.
Or they
You'll
simply-
have a pass. And I'm like,
You can come do it, but you have to follow us, and we'll show you. And here's your list of questions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's like,
No, you can't go in that door.
Yeah, no, don't look over there. So I don't know. I'm just saying. Like,
The UN's like, please, and they're like,
how many billboards you see that says "hurt at the job, accident at work"?
right.
This just happens to be the worst work accident in the history of man, but it's possible.
Yeah. How many times did I misspell Mitchell Wu's name in a Toy Fair video?
Exactly.
What is that but scaled up to somebody who works with viruses?
Global pandemic.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like,
It's that
we're all just
rhino
people-
plant that
We all
exploded.
fuck up. Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah. And I think at some point maybe it was the UN or something like that. We're like, hey, we should outlaw this kind of experiments because like, it's just bad. like there's no good that can come from this kind of research. And they're like, it'll be fine.
And
Like,
money.
okay.
I think we found our niche, guys. I think we need to go full Joe Rogan and become COVID conspiracy theorists.
We're just asking questions.
Yeah.
Just got a real lot of questions and ideas.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Hey, you guys like to cook food?
I don't think it's really necessary, Kelly. I think you could probably just chew on it raw.
No. You gotta get a fire going, cook the meat over the fire, and first, you gotta be hungry. You can't go cooking food when you're not hungry, because when you're hungry, oh boy.
I can attest, you do not need to be hungry to eat food.
No, you gotta. It's for like the whole.
It's so much better though, Mahoney.
Let me suggest, perhaps you're just sad. Perhaps you're stressed.
No, that's for entirely different reasons. But this, you gotta get the food. You gotta be hungry, and you're like, I'm gonna eat some food, and then you gotta cook the food, and you're like, I'm gonna eat this food, and you just think about eating the food, and you eat it, and you're like, yeah, I ate this food,
And you focus, and you send all the individual nutrients to parts of your body that need them the most, and then you have superpowers.
and then you suck your own dick. Not that I've ever done that. That would be, oh boy.
See, well, maybe that's why this whole eating when you're hungry thing is new to him, because he's just been sucking his dick the entire time, and that's how he gets his nourishment. Like, if I could suck my own dick, I might forget to eat.
Yeah.
My mouth would be full all the time.
Hey, hey, so much in my mouth. I wasn't thinking about food.
I mean, it's not so much, but it's enough to fill my mouth.
A dick's an appetite suppressant.
Mm-hmm.
Well, think about all the protein you're getting from it.
Yeah.
That's such an obnoxious interview. That might be the worst thing he's ever said. Of all the nonsense thing Joe Rogan has said, when Joe Rogan was like, I can suck my dick, but I choose not
Yeah.
to. Like,
What if
get the fuck out of here.
What if instead of COVID conspiracies, Neil Young boycotted Spotify because he's like, I don't believe that shit that Joe Rogan can suck his own dick and hasn't.
Prove it.
Joni Mitchell's like, yeah, I agree. I bet he can suck his own dick.
Joni Mitchell's like, blowjobs are great. Of course he would suck it.
We have fun here, you guys.
Have you guys ever been like scrolling through Twitter or something or wherever, and all of a sudden there's gay porn on your timeline, and you're like,
No.
and you're like, wow, that's really good form.
I can't say that's happening.
I can't say that I have.
I feel like a lot of times lately I've been going through trending topics, and some gay porn account will have just timed a tweet perfectly that includes the word in the trending topic. And I'll just be scrolling through something benign like Tom Brady retiring or something. Like 5 tweets in, I'm seeing 2 dudes suck each other's dicks. I'm like, good for those guys. Tom Brady retired to suck dicks on Twitter.
Put that in the show.
So just me, huh? Just me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Must just be my algorithm.
Yeah, you got your Down syndrome TikTok algorithm. You got your Twitter algorithm.
Oh.
What's happening there, Mr. Knives?
You say you brought that up. Now I'm gonna have to go back and find that one with Billy No Bob and play it for the listeners.
Really? No, I don't know what that is.
So you guys watch my TikToks as much as I watch yours. I'm gonna find him.
TikToks, I see it's a Down syndrome TikTok, and I immediately leave. I'm like, nope, I'm out. I don't need my algorithm getting messed up by this.
I click on a Mahoney TikTok. I see a strange girl holding a juice box. I close down.
My TikToks are great.
Oh, God.
I wouldn't know. I don't trust you anymore.
Ridiculous.
And then the only time, whenever on the rare occasion I find a TikTok I like and I send it to you, you're just like, oh yeah, I saw that a month ago.
To be fair, though, that's everyone. And now they send them to
Who got the drip?
Billy No Bob.
Who got the drip?
Oh.
Is that the dude from?
The Critic? No, he was a cartoon.
No.
He had squiggly lines in his body all the
Nah,
time.
never mind. Never mind. Never mind.
The Critic was the squiggly lines cartoon, right?
No, that was Dr. Katz.
That's it. Okay.
The Critic was Lovitz.
It stinks.
Yeah.
Who got the drip, Frank? Billy No Bob? And Ricky.
The fucking Skylar sisters.
Don't say I never gave you anything.
Lee, did you have all those shirts?
I had
Yes.
at least one of them. I'm definitely not gonna say no.
The thing I like the most about that TikTok is they're either at a school for their people or these are all coworkers at some sort of establishment.
Maybe
Yeah.
it's at like a Goodwill type place.
Oh, they definitely have some goodwill.
Do you guys have Goodwills down there?
Yeah.
Okay, I wasn't sure if it's a national thing, but yeah, maybe that's like they're all trying on some clothes that like a Guy Fieri type drop.
Ah, that's a good. Actually, it's a good theory, but I definitely believe those guys owned those clothes.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, because you have hella fly fashion sense.
Mm-hmm.
And they just came from the gift shop at Flavortown.
Speaking of Flavortown, nice. How those vibes been doing?
Vibes are all right.
All right, good,
Better than an hour ago.
good. So what have you been up to in our time off?
I thought I talked about it.
Did you?
Lee, tell us about your week.
So Book of Boba Fett, or sorry, Boca Boba Fett, Peacemaker,
Boba Fett.
Excuse me?
Boko Boba Fett.
Bubba.
No. Jose says Bubba. No Name said Boca Bobo Fett. Yes.
We'll go Boca Boba Fett.
She just got tongue-tied and said Boca Bobo Fett, and I have not been able to forget it since, and I'm just praying that I don't overuse it to the point where she hates me. Pick my battles. We did start watching Superstore of all things, because I don't know why. Like the clips have been showing up in my YouTube. They're advertising this new American Auto TV show as could be the next Office or the next Superstore. And then I also saw the chick who plays Dina. I've seen a lot of pictures of her, and she has big old hooters. So we've been watching that a lot, and it's fun, man. Like
Zoe likes that show.
at face value, it looks really stupid and cheesy, but some of the writing in there is just so perfect. Let me see if I can pull up a picture of Dina from Superstore in her police outfit and show this to you guys. And this was a show on NBC in prime time. Look at this.
Hell yeah.
Oh my.
I described her as she looks like June from The Handmaid's Tale, thick sister, who is also Dwight from The Office, because that's her character. She's Dwight from The Office, but with huge hooters. Just to give you an example of some of the great writing on that show, and I was telling Jose about this, there's an episode where they have a health fair at the store, and the manager's played by Mark McKinney. His name's Glenn. He talks like this. He's got like a Muppet voice. And he's talking to this nurse, and he says to the nurse, "How many people have you seen die?" I've seen 7, but I don't know if it counts because it was all at once.
Oh, God.
No backstory whatsoever. This like Jesus freak big box store manager just apropos of nothing drops the information that he saw 7 people die at once.
Yeah, he's a trip.
That's fucking great.
Today I got approved for legal weed, medical marijuana.
Hey!
Finally, we can get stoned.
So I'm probably gonna hit up a dispensary this week to check things out.
What day?
I mean, do you have your card, buddy?
I'll wait in the car.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. Like, I wanted to bring Mary along, but you know, she doesn't have a card. You know, this is all for me. You know, this is all my medicine.
Gotta have your medicine.
Yeah. You know, I tried to do as much research as possible. I expected to have to show a lot of paperwork, answer a lot of questions. I had a telehealth call with a legit doctor to talk about it. Never actually talked to the doctor. Got approved. Didn't answer
Beautiful.
any real questions. Like on an application, I definitely filled out that I deal with some things, you know.
And they're like, "Oh, things? Yeah, we
Yeah,
got something for that thing."
anxiety, PTSD.
They're like, "Why didn't you say so? You got things?
Yeah,
Come on in."
exactly. Like the whole thing
You should have
feels.
told us you had things a while ago.
The whole thing
Basically,
feels.
it's like every joke that every shitty comic made about legal weed in the 90s, but just like happened.
Yeah. It all feels so shady, but I think it feels shady because it still is, because it is still federally illegal. So I made an appointment to speak to a medical marijuana doctor to get my approval, and they sent me information for my appointment, and there was no address. And they're like, call the day of, we'll send you an address.
You're not be in this office next week.
And then I called the day of, and they're like, okay, you don't have to come in. We'll do this over the phone. It's wild.
Beautiful.
Oh, so
What a
they
time to
must
be
have.
alive.
They didn't pay rent that month, huh?
Very, very excited to try this marijuana that I've heard so much about.
What you gonna get?
I hear good things.
I don't know. Like, I've been looking on their websites, and their websites don't have a whole lot of options. But I'm hoping in person there's a lot more variety. I'm going to assume I'm going to need cash. They said
Yes.
debit card.
no. Cash only, but usually it's cash only, but they do have an ATM.
Right.
But I can't speak to what the fees are going to be.
Right. They said they also take debit cards, so I don't know if they'll put fees on that or what.
That's interesting.
Expect.
You can do it. What you can do is you'll do a debit card, and then they'll basically round it up
Yes.
and give you back the rest in cash.
Yes, you are correctly.
Hypothetically. So I've been told. That's how it works.
Why do they have to be so weird about it?
Because it looks like on your statement, it will look like an ATM withdrawal.
Yes, because that's a big thing is banks and credit cards.
Banks don't want to
because
hold it,
it's
yeah,
federal.
they don't wanna deal
It's
with it.
federally illegal. They still won't. They don't want to get tied up in it.
Oh,
That's
I see. Okay.
you know we learned at MJ BizCon. It's one of the speed bumps of the industry is that you know the money still isn't solid.
So silly. So fucking silly. But if they legalize it, they won't have all that free labor in prison. I'm convinced that's
Well,
the
I
big
mean, they
holdout at this
will.
point.
They'll just arrest them for something else.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's probably true. Find some other reason.
They won't
Fair
have
enough.
all that free labor in prison. Yeah.
I've still got Dina from Superstore open on my screen. Bless her heart.
Well, fuck it. I think we're done. I think we
Lee?
checked in. I
Lee,
think the vibes are good.
Lee,
I got Fortnite before it's time to go to bed.
Oh, what?
I haven't talked about what I've been doing.
I
Have you
thought we
not?
talked about your vibes.
Kelly, you were the
You
goddamn
said this
host.
whole show is your vibe.
Yeah, why
Yeah.
didn't you talk?
Yeah, you were
Throw it to
fucking
yourself.
driving the ship.
Because
Fucked up. You lost your chance to vibe now.
Well, in that case, I apologize. I'm very interested in your vibes, Kelly.
No, it's all right.
Tell us about the Royal Rumble,
Don't
Kelly.
do
I want to hear
that.
about your vibes. I
Tell
want to
us
hear about your vibes.
vibes.
Okay, no, the Royal Rumble sucked. I barely paid attention.
It
to
was
it.
awful.
bad.
I
Real fucking bad.
just on a whim, the fact that it was on a Saturday and I was sitting on the couch already, I said, "Fuck it, we got we got a new TV leading up to the Super Bowl," and said, "Fuck it, why not watch the Royal Rumble?" And it was god awful. Every time I watch WWE, I curse myself.
Yeah. I watched the Rumble purely because my mom wanted to see the men's Rumble because Johnny Knoxville was in it.
Oh, your mom is
real?
adorable.
That's the entire reason she was like, all right, well, I want to see that. Got our tickets.
Seriously?
Got our ticket.
Like he was in the Royal Rumble?
Yes.
Okay.
I know that.
All right. I had no
Yeah.
idea.
You guys got your tickets for Jackass this weekend?
No.
Oh, I'm fucking stoked.
I got my
I
tickets.
love that shit.
Like I'm
gonna go
stoked for
see it
Jackass, but I'm not going to a
Saturday
theater to
afternoon.
see it. I went to a theater for Spider-Man, and that was probably a super spreader event across the entire world.
In 6 months. Like, it's
Yeah.
fine.
This is a good weekend for Kelly movies. You have Jackass and the Evil Moon movie.
Oh shit! Evil Moon?
The Evil Moon's out this weekend. I heard someone say hi.
That was Zoe. Come to say
Oh,
goodnight
okay.
and then say hi to you guys.
Oh, Zoe.
Just making sure it wasn't the Spectres.
No.
There is an actor in that Evil Moon movie.
Holly Berry.
No. Who
Is she in that movie?
he's
in that
British. He's got glasses and like a goatee and short black hair, and he's a little tubby. But every time I see him, like I've seen this guy in things before, but I don't know what his name is. But every time I see him, I think he's Chastity Bono. Cher's daughter turned son, who also fits that description. Short, dark hair, glasses, goatee,
Yeah.
tubby.
I think
the
I
whole
know who you're
vibe,
talking
yeah.
about.
Of all the movies that they've delayed and pushed back or whatever, they're like, no, we feel confident in this Evil Moon movie. Let's put this shit out there.
Fuck yeah, dude. The moon's evil is coming to get us.
Did you see the scene in the trailer where it seems like they have like a Volvo on the moon?
Yeah. Oh, God. You see the part where the moon tentacle tries to smother that guy?
Yeah.
I'm either seeing that movie this weekend or next weekend, and I'm very excited. That's my birthday movie this year.
Aw.
Very happy for you, Kelly.
Every year I make Justin take me to see some movie. The last time it was Sonic.
Oh, good one.
That was a good choice.
This year, Evil Moon.
Was it? You guys have always called it Evil Moon, or was there a different name?
I've always
No,
called
that's-
it Evil Moon.
I don't know the actual name of it. So
Moonfall.
it's just like-
Moonfall.
there you go. Just like I don't know the real name of Gator Basement.
Evil Moon is a real Gator Basement time.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
like Evil Moon and Moonfall aren't too far off from one another.
No.
No.
Like Gator Basement was Crawl,
That was it.
That's right. Yeah.
but that movie was Gator Basement, 100%.
Absolutely.
Moonfall, Evil Moon is interchangeable at this point.
Remember when they got out of the house into that boat, and then they immediately got thrown through the window back into that house,
Mhm.
and we erupted
Oh.
in laughter, and no one else at that theater realized they were watching a comedy?
And then we got $200 worth of Chinese food.
Fuck yeah, we did.
Sounds like something we would do.
The check.
But yeah, during the Royal Rumble, I spent pretty much the entire time playing the new Pokemon game, Pokemon Legends Arceus. And that game is pretty cool.
You know, I was hoping to play that, but if there's any electronic stores out there that want to donate a Switch and that game to me, I will review it for you.
That's a good way to get it.
Lee, did you pick that one up?
I have not. No.
It's cool because it's
Yeah?
like it's a departure from your typical Pokemon game. Like I'm a few hours in, like I would say probably 4 or 5 maybe. I can count on one hand the amount of trainer battles I've had.
Really?
Like that's
Huh.
just something that doesn't happen in this world because it's like in the past, and you're a Pokemon researcher essentially. So you're just going around catching Pokemon, trying to find differences and build the Pokédex.
Huh.
It's
Okay.
really cool. And so like you're in the Sinnoh region in the past, which is like essentially the Hokkaido region in Japan. So it's all kind of like snowy and
yeah,
wilderness.
Stuff, yeah.
Yeah. So like it's really cool. You get to walk around a lot, and there's like the Pokemon just roam free, and they'll fuck you up. Like if a Pokemon that's like mad sees you, it'll come at you and beat you up until it knocks you out and sends you back to the village.
Jesus Christ.
Not to take some of Kelly's time, but me and Mary were playing Fortnite tonight, and we were hanging out with a cool ass Klombo, which is this big like dragon salamander that they just dropped on the map in Fortnite.
Okay, I thought that was some weird slur.
No, so we're like feeding this Klombo, and then all of a sudden the storm with the lightning strikes, hits a tree. The tree sets on fire. The Klombo gets burnt by the tree. Now the Klombo wants to murder us.
Oh, no.
Oh, shit.
And it chased us around and threw like fireballs at us. And
Yeah, it's essentially that in Pokemon.
yeah, found out real quick that each bullet only does 1 damage on a Klombo.
Yeah.
Oh.
It'd be kind of, I don't know how much damage you got to do to kill it, but it'd be kind of cool to kill a Klombo.
And just
I
climb
mean, you'd have to
inside.
do a lot. It's probably one of those things where it's like coded for like 1,000,000 damage. So
Yeah,
you
I
can't
read something
actually
that said
kill
it was 2,000 hits, but you're probably never going to kill a Klombo.
Yeah.
Not with that.
Like,
attitude.
you could do it, but the chances of you actually doing it are so slim.
Just to hold its head underwater.
They're precious.
Yeah.
They are precious.
Not precious enough to take these bullets.
Kelly, Fortnite keeps introducing things that you would love.
I might like that.
You find these Klomberries, and then you feed it to the Klombo, and it sucks it up, and then it shits out weapons for you.
And if you stay on his blowhole long enough, he'll shoot you in the air.
Yep.
Oh.
You stay on my blowhole long enough, I'll shoot you too, Kelly.
Well, now you're talking. But yeah, so like the Pokemon will chase you, and there's been multiple times where I thought I was safe, and all of a sudden here comes the Pokemon. It scares the shit out of me. Like, and so there's some of them that wander around. They're like bigger, like they're the more dangerous ones. They're bigger and they have scary red eyes. And like there was a Parasect, and it saw me. And so in that area, there's a bunch of Paras, the thing that evolves into a Parasect.
Yeah.
It calls in all those guys to come get you too. So I just have a horde of Pokemon chasing after me.
That's fucked.
It's cool. Like it's really different. I like it a lot. Like they I just unlocked the like you get a steed. You can call one of the deer Pokemon. You can ride them around to places. You got to like mine for resources and stuff. Like it's a very different take on the Pokemon.
But okay. Huh, okay.
One thing I like is that basically because of like how you work on unlock or filling out the Pokedex, when it comes time for your Pokemon to evolve, you can choose whether like when to evolve it. Because if you haven't finished like all the things you need to do to fully complete that Pokemon's page in the Pokedex, you wouldn't want to evolve it yet. So you can wait until you complete it to evolve it. And they also do a really cool thing with how they learn moves now, where you can still only have 4, but you can cycle them out. So like if they learn a move, it's always there, but it just won't be active, and you can switch it out with whatever to make the pack of 4 moves.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, no, that's a really cool change that I kind of hope they stick around and put in the regular games.
Huh.
Yeah, it's interesting, and I really like just being able to run around and throw Pokeballs at Pokemon without actually battling them to catch them. Like, that's cool. You just sneak around the tall grass because you get like a bonus if you hit them in the back when they're not paying attention.
Jesus.
Well, you gotta catch them. You gotta catch them all.
You gotta catch them all.
Yeah.
I
No,
catch
it's
them all
super
and
cool.
Drowned them in the lake.
Yeah. I highly recommend it. It's really cool.
Huh.
And it looks nice too. Like I know I've seen people complaining about the graphics, but I don't know. I think it's pretty.
Yeah, I don't know what. I mean, you don't want like a hyper realistic Pokemon game.
Yeah, because that'd be weird. And
you just go
then
outside and do that. You just capture animals.
just catch a squirrel.
Yeah.
Make him your friend. Make him fight other squirrels. And then on the wrestling front, a really good match that may end up being my 2022 match of the year already. It was at the Action Wrestling Southeast First show on the January 21st. It was Alex Shelley defending the Independent Wrestling World title against AC Mack, and saw AC Mack win the title.
That's insane. Like those are none of that is anything I'm familiar with at all. I think maybe I know who AC Mack is.
Fucking awesome. Like AC Mack has been chasing the IWTV Independent Wrestling title for years now, like slowly working his way up ranks, and he's pretty much just been working the southern the southern area. Like he's a Georgia guy, and so this was Alex Shelley defending the title coming into his turf, and so like even though AC Mack's kind of a heel, the entire crowd was behind him. It was a super cool environment. It reminded me a lot of like the old territory days when Ric Flair would go defend the NWA title around, and so it was like it felt like he was coming into like the Von Erich territory and defending against like Kerry Von Erich.
They revealed on the new season of The Righteous Gemstones, which is the Danny McBride show with their televangelist family, that John Goodman plays like the dad. So he's like the main preacher guy, whatever. They revealed in the second season that back in the day when he was a kid, he was a Memphis wrestler back in the day. and like brought a lot of the showmanship that he learned in wrestling to his life as a televangelical preacher. And like that's kind of a fucking that's kind of great actually, because like they're similar skill sets, you know. Like it's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's
everybody's a carny.
Yep.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, but like the match was incredible. Alex Shelley was looking the best I've ever seen him, and he's been doing this a long, long time. AC Mack was great. It was just a really well-worked match. The crowd was just super into everything. I bid on, like, I already knew who won, and I still bid on all the near falls. Like, I went 5 stars on it. I loved it. Like, it's just
all right.
Perfect pro wrestling. And the post-match promo was just incredible by AC Mack. Because he was talking about how he's like, you know, no one thought I could do this. He's like, I'm a black gay man from Georgia. Who thought I'd be here? And he's talking about how, like, how everyone in the North has been ducking him. They haven't been flying him out. He's like, if you want a title shot, you come down here.
Jesus, that guy looks tough as fuck.
Yeah.
Jesus.
And he's like, if you want me to come up there, I'm not driving. You're flying me out on Delta.
Delta?
Great.
Delta, their hometown, it's Atlanta. The home, so like probably half the people in that crowd were employed by Delta. But yeah, no, like the promo is incredible. The promo's on YouTube. Highly recommend watching it. And again, the match is just perfect pro wrestling. Like I'd be shocked if anything knocks it off for me.
Wow.
I loved it.
Hell yeah. Fucking high praise. Love that shit. Awesome.
Yeah. Early in the year, but hell, let's go.
Has been set.
Beat that, everyone else.
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn.
And other than that, I've been working on my robot a bunch, which I'm almost done with. I just need to finish up the stickers, and I'm kind of tired of doing stickers. So
he's so pretty.
He's so pretty.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing that I'm disappointed in is the LED thing, like they put it for the chest and the head. Because like I'm sure I could just find a different LED kit or whatever and put it in there and it'd be fine. But the one they give you, like, so you press the button and you have to take it out of the kit to press it. Like there's no way when it's like inside the robot, so you have to take them apart slightly, pull out the thing, press the button, and then after you press the button you have 60 seconds before the lights turn off. So you have to
put them all back together.
Yeah, so then at that point you have like what, maybe 40 seconds, and then you gotta, if you want to take pictures, you gotta try and race to get it done, and like even then, I don't know, it doesn't look that great. So I was like, pretty disappointed in that.
That's
What I
weird.
wasn't disappointed in was the LED in the beam saber, because that looks fucking awesome.
Mm-hmm.
That thing was great.
Fucking.
So yeah, that one minor nitpick, but other than that, I love this kid.
That really is too bad though for something that big, that impressive, that expensive to have that weird
That one thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm hoping maybe if I just get a different LED thing, pop it in
Yeah,
there.
sure.
I
that'll be
bet you
better.
can find probably even a remote controlled one.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm not too upset about it. It's just annoying.
Yeah.
I finished my master grade Dynamez, and he's fucking cool. And then built
Nice.
a figurized Agito, and busted out the Decade to do next. Have not built it yet, but I did see that the figurized Decade comes with different belt pieces to replace the ones on models that came before it, so that it can look like its Decade transformed into that rider.
That's
pretty
cool.
fun. That's pretty neat. Yeah. It's a good little touch.
Yeah, I'm building up quite a backlog of models because there's a whole bunch of shit I want to build. And now I'm like looking back at old builds and seeing how shitty they look. 'Cause
Gotta
now I
start
can see-
somewhere, right, Jose?
Exactly.
Yeah, amen to that.
Because I wasn't like sanding, I was using shitty clippers, so like now
Yeah.
I'm just seeing all these nubs. That never
We,
really bothered me before, but
But
now,
now your level is higher. Your
Exactly.
expectations of what you can do is.
Well, get in there, boy.
When we moved, I found a box in the garage that had all my 144 Gundam wing kits back from when I was like in middle school.
oh wow,
Holy shit! Like
They all have mullets.
They had some shitty paint jobs. I'll tell you that.
Mullets
Fucking
painted on them.
wild. Yeah.
You know, the tagline of Gundam always has been business in the front, party in the back.
Beautiful. Fucking beautiful. What a time to be alive. I'm glad we're back doing this shit.
I'm glad we're back. I'm glad all the vibes have been checked.
Yeah,
Glad-
vibes are good.
I
So it's
survived.
about your weekly.
You survived.
Yeah, that was real convincing, Mahoney.
It was a close one.
Well, we hope you feel better before next week, Mahoney, because
Me
It-
too.
is
Because next week is when we're doing the show Olympics, and we're gonna
Yes.
have to run a whole lot.
I
You just gave me anxiety because I was like, fucking what?
Yeah, I was
We're
just
doing
thinking,
Olympics again?
Oh shit! Are we? Was I? What am I missing?
no
What didn't
Olympics.
I do?
No. That's fucking around. We'll do something though. We'll do something.
The real Olympics are happening soon.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it starts tomorrow.
Yep.
Opening ceremonies.
Today?
Yikes.
It's Groundhog Day, y'all. Did you guys hear that the New Jersey counterpart of Punxsutawney Phil died the day before Groundhog Day?
Oh no.
What the fuck does that mean?
That's not good.
He found out COVID came from the lab.
I'll tell you what I saw.
Oh my god. All right.
They silenced him.
Huh. Let's give me a good idea for a show. We'll talk about it later. We'll talk about it later.
Okay.
Top 6 dead animals.
No. Just I don't know. I think a topic about fucking wild conspiracy shit would be kind of fun. Could be good.
Ooh, like your top 6 favorite ones.
Yeah. Or even maybe just like one. Because I don't know if I got 6. No, they got 6 for sure. I might not have 6.
6D.
Fucking top 10. Let's go.
Jose's like, don't worry, I'll handle all of your 6s.
I would be down for a story time with Jose.
Yeah, let's just go through all of them.
Clones.
Yeah, I'm fucking down. Do it. So keep an eye out for that. Maybe even next week. I don't know. We're flying by the seat of our fucking pants, gang. I don't know what to tell you.
Mhm.
We just vibing over here.
Yeah,
Just
tonight
vibing.
almost didn't happen. So
Don't
fuck it.
step on our vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah. This
harsh
shit
my
is
mellow, yo.
free. I don't know what to tell you.
Well, unless you're trying to
free.
do it,
Yeah. It's,
Yeah.
it's fine.
it's costing us something. I think today may have taken 2 years off of everyone's life.
Yeah. No shit. Yeah. Yeah, we did this show. We're all gonna die sooner. I hope you're happy.
And we never did mention that Kelly was right. There was something that wasn't checked and it needed to be checked.
Yeah.
I know ever since we had to go through 3 microphones to get me mine, I just assume there's something unchecked.
Stupid.
Real
Windows
fucking
wants
stupid.
to fuck you.
Ridiculous.
This time it wasn't a Google ass bitch. It was a Windows ass bitch.
Yep, it always is.
Always wreck yourself if you don't check yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Proven.
Like Joe Rogan says, big dick in your mouth is bad for your health.
It's something he's never said.
Yeah, maybe that's the problem. Maybe he wouldn't be spouting off COVID conspiracies if he put a damn dick in his mouth for once. Like the rest of us. Am I right, boys?
I'm really
Hell
excited
yeah.
to see what kind of comments we get on this episode.
I'm going to go out on a limb.
Algorithm picks it up.
0.
I'm not. Either that or this is the one the algorithm picks up and it gets traction.
I fucking hope so.
Bros.
Yeah,
Google's
good.
like, they kept saying Joe Rogan. We must show it to people.
Mm-hmm.
Joe
This
Rogan, Joe
okay,
Rogan,
I'm
Joe
going to
Rogan.
change the title of this episode from Panels on Pages Podcast 585, Just Vibin, to the Panels on Pages Podcast 585, The Joe Rogan Experience.
Oh, God. Oh, my God. All right. On that note, we'll be back next week. Just vibing. You know, just doing, doing the damn thing. As the kids say. The kids don't say that anymore. Yeah. So we're back at 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central.
Do you know the kids are calling butts donkeys?
I've not heard that.
And Mahoney is connected to the children.
Yeah, I feel like I am the most connected of us all, and I have not heard this, Kelly.
I mean, I like donkeys. I there was the time where we'd call them donks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like it's a spin-off of donk. It's
Yeah, of course.
To it. I've just never
I
heard
looked
it.
I looked up the origins because I wanted to know where donkey came from, and it's a spin-off of Badonkadonk.
Mm-hmm.
All
the donkeys.
All right. The donkeys.
Continually, I'm sorry.
That fucked me up.
Tell us about your weekly.
For Jason Knives, Jose Guzman, Kelly Harris, and our good buddy Mahoney, I am the Lord Reverend Leo Rodriguez. We'll talk to you guys next week. Night. Love you. Bye-bye.
Demonetize this. Demonetize this.
You fucking Google ass bitch.
Demonetize this. Demonetize this.
Fucking Google something.
Demonetize this.
Holy shit.
Demonetize this.
You fucking Google ass bitch.
Demonetize this.
I didn't want to say it.
Demonetize this.
What are you, some kind of bitch?
Whoa. Demonetize this.
You fucking Google ass bitch.
Demonetize this.
Why you keep bugging us, YouTube?
Demonetize this.
You fucking Google ass bitch. That's it. Show's over. We're done.
See you next Tuesday.